Good morning, church family. It is day 3 of our Vision Prayer Week, and this morning we are continuing our study in First Peter on how to preach the gospel without words. We have to enjoy the community that God is creating. Let's look at First Peter chapter 2, and we'll start back a few verses with verse 4, actually. As you come to him, the living stone, rejected by humans, but chosen by God and precious to him, you also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. And so, what Peter is telling us is as we come to Jesus, we are not simply coming to God, but we are also coming to each other. We are becoming part of this spiritual building, this community of faith that God is building. In the same way that you were born into a physical family, and maybe you had brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles, and cousins, and all of those things. When we come to Christ, we don't come as individuals. We actually have to reject individualism to practice Christian faith because it's impossible to live the Christian life in isolation as individuals. Peter goes on to say, he includes a couple Old Testament prophecies uh, looking at the building of the church, the revelation of the body of Christ. But then in verse 9, let's pick it up reading there. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. Once you were not a people, but now you are the people of God. Once you had not received mercy, but now you receive mercy. And so, what we see here is that uh, witnessing or sharing our faith is not really an individual matter. We do that as community, we do that as the priesthood of God. And so we're inviting people into community as we share our faith with others and tell people about Jesus. We're inviting them to participate in what God is doing in the world today in building his church. Therefore, sharing your faith can be as simple as inviting people to church, allowing them to experience the community of God and preparing them to make their own decision to become a follower of Jesus Christ. Will you think about that today? Who can I invite to church? Go get them.